Today we are going to discuss the introduction to the hospitality and tourism. So the word hospitality is derived from the Latin word hosp, which means guest, visitor, or one who provides lodging for a guest or visitor. The first fixed price menu for food appeared in the type of tavern called an ordinary. By the end of the 13th century, the horse-drawn coach led to a development of wayside inns known as post houses. Some early inns were named and identified by easily recognized symbols that were later replaced with coats of arms to signify the territories of noble families. For example, we can say White Swan, Black Bear, and Green Dragon. The word restaurant comes from the Latin word restaurare, which means to restore. Because of the French Revolution in the late 1700s, many shops of the French nobility were settling throughout Europe. By the 1800s, numerous fine dining and drinking establishments were started globally. If we talk about history of tourism, the word travel is related to the French word travail, which means walk. Throughout history, the growth of tourism has relied upon the development of transportation system to reduce the work involved with traveling. So people basically used to travel for some work. So they have to move from one location to the another, and it is related to work. So tourism is basically started the traveling part for some work. The wheel was invented around 3000 BC. The Egyptian advanced travel by building the first water vessels around 2000 BC. Tourism became an outgrowth of travel during the Greek and Roman emperors beginning in the 5th century BC. And the travel by missionaries and priests increased after the fall of Roman Empire in the 5th century AD. During the Renaissance period of 14th, 15th and 16th centuries, innovative ocean exploration took place. On land, the ground tour became popular for aristocracy. So mainly the systems were started and the traveling part have started from the different centuries, as we have mentioned, in the 5th century AD, and from the 14th, 15th and 16th centuries, some innovations on the traveling part has been started. The industrial revolution of the 1700s led to rail service. In the 1900s, mass production of the automobile and construction of superhighways made more destinations accessible to more travelers. So after 1700, the rail services has started. So it has made the people traveling more easier. So in the earlier days, people used to have a problem while traveling. They have to either go by horses or they have to take the bullock carts to travel and all. But once the industrial revolutions started in 1700, that leads to the rail service. So rail has become a easier communication to travel. In the 1900, mass reproduction of the automobile and construction of superhighways made destination to reach the destination, it's become very easy. The Wright brothers experiment with the first airplane launched today's modern air travel system. So the airlines, which we travel by airlines, so airlines were first experimented by the Wright brothers. So transient hospitality, if we talk about the categories of transient hospitality and tourism, are safety, diversity, ecology, ecotourism, market segments. So they are segregated into different parts. For hospitality, technology is the most important part, visible in the areas of marketing and communication. For the marketing and communication, or to sell your product, the technology plays an important or vital role in the hospitality and tourism sector. The future of the hospitality and tourism industry looks bright. There are promising opportunities and challenges for people who are interested in this field. At the present scenario, due to COVID, there are certain problems we are facing for traveling, or we are facing problems while uh, we cannot move to any places and all, and it is some barriers, some restrictions are being made in traveling. So once the COVID-19 pandemic, it slows down, the vaccines comes up, and once we have everything coming up, so the industry will again come back